welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, so did y'all miss me? I missed y'all. I low-key have been mad bored because Vlogmas is over, and since I was doing Vlogmas, I always had something to do because I was vlogging every day. But since Vlogmas been over, guys, I'm sorry, y'all know I don't like this, but since Vlogmas been over, I've been doing school. I started early, back to school early, because I know everybody's going back to school for Christmas break on like the 7th, the 8th, and stuff like that. But I wanted to start school early so I can get out early, because this is my senior year, y'all, so I'm ready to be done. But today is Monday, January 6th. And today we're going to do a mukbang story time. So guess what I got? Burger King. If y'all want to know what I get an Impossible Burger, fries, and Fanta. Okay, so we're going to start. So this story time is going to be how my New Year started, guys. Because nobody knows how my New Year started, but I'm going to give y'all story time. This is a very crazy story time, very unexpected story time, because I was not expecting my New Year's to start off like this. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Things happen. We learn and we live and we keep going. We don't be stuck on the past. Okay? So we're going to get into the story time. And give me 1 second so I can get my food. Okay, guys. Are you guys ready? I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Okay. So, guys. On New Year's Eve, well, before New Year's, like in December, I've been thinking about telling this boy that I like him. And this boy, I knew him for 4 or 5 years. Well, now it's kind of like 5 years because we in a new year. But 4.5 years. And, we were always on and off. We were always on and off because a lot was happening and it was always something. Like when we first ever met, we were like arguing on the phone. Like we didn't like each other. And then we became friends and then we became best friends. So he was my first best friend out of like when I was young. Like my first boy best friend out of when I was young. Because when I was younger, I had a boy best friend. But, you know, you're young and you're in school, like kindergarten and stuff like that. So I had best friends back there. But like my first real best friend in my tween years. And I'm sorry. But yeah, so we know each other for like 4 years, and we were always on and off. So we was best friends, and then something happened, so I cut him off. Then he apologized, we came back in contact. Then we tried to date, and that didn't go well. So then I cut him off again. Then he apologized. Then we came back friends. And when we became back friends, his cousin, I was arguing with his cousin because his cousin, she was just feeling herself a little too much and she had a potty mouth. And I don't do that. We don't do that. And like, I know people be like, oh, well, it's family, it's different, you're my friend. But I personally feel like if my cousin is disrespecting my friend, no. Like, no. Because that happened to me before. My cousin did, like, she was being so, she had a jealousy problem. She was jealous of my friend. And I was like, no, you got to cut that out. So she had threw a whole tantrum. So as a loyalty, as a friend, I was expecting him to stick up for me. He was letting her say whatever she wanted. Like, it became like a big group chat where I was just arguing with females, bunch of females. And I had to add friends in there because it was literally only me and a bunch of group of girls. And then also they was arguing with me on live. So it was a lot. It was a lot. So we stopped being friends multiple times. And it was a lot. So last year in September, I didn't have any friends for real. Like, we had 3 minutes. I didn't have any friends for real. I'm gonna be stopping every 3 minutes, by the way. I didn't have any friends for real, so my mom was like, I think you should be back friends with such and such. And I was like, you really think so? And she was like, yeah. So I was like, okay. So I became back friends with him. Well, first of all, I had to find his social. I could not find his social media at all. But all the social media pages that he had were hacked and banned. So yeah, or he lost the information to them. But I was like, okay, I still got his TikTok. So I went to his TikTok. He wasn't posting, and I texted him, and I was like, hey, but he never answered. So I was like, okay. So then I had asked a mutual friend, and I say mutual friend, which they stopped being friends too, but it's kind of, it's complicated. It's complicated, but a mutual friend, and basically she had gave me his Snapchat. I don't use Snapchat. I've never had my own Snapchat. My mom was like, no. So I got Snapchat just for him. Sorry. I got Snapchat just for him. And then what? A couple weeks later, it was his birthday. His birthday is right before my sister's birthday. So I had went in his comments on his TikTok because I had, maybe he was someone else my text. So I went in his comments and I was like, happy birthday, and I put his middle name. And then he made another account, and I guess he had seen it, which he told me that his phone was broke and he had just got a new phone. So when he seen that, he was on his sister's phone. Oh, he was on his sister's phone. So he had responded on his new account and said, thank you. Then he followed me on his new account. Well, actually no. When he got a new phone, he logged back into his Snapchat and he texted me. And then we just was texting back and forth. Like, we was good. Like, hold on. Yeah, it was good. Like let me turn it down a little bit. We was good, like texting. And yeah, he texted me on the 15th. And I texted him back. And he was like, how you remember my birthday? And I said, because my sister's birthday is right after yours. I said, it's not something to forget for real, to be honest. He said, you right. So we just started talking after that. Okay, cool. Then we was, I met a mutual friend through him. So now me and this friend are like good friends now, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so he introduced me to his friend. And he had a little situationship. I'm called that. Yeah, he had a little situationship, and they were weird. They were just going through it all the time, and I didn't get his number until a couple days later. We didn't give each other our numbers yet until we were like, oh, you want to FaceTime? And then that's when we gave each other our numbers. But we did not exchange numbers the first time that we came back in contact. So I was on the phone with him and he was like, can I just do this group chat? I was like, you know I don't like group chats. He's like, you're right, but just join, and if you want to leave, then you can leave. So I was like, okay. I done the group chat. Girl being funny. Then she like, who this? He tells her, this is my best friend. And I'm just like, ugh. I was just like, now I gotta play the best friend rule. Because not in a bad way, but just like, we didn't talk about being best friends before he introduced me as his best friend. But I think because we came back in contact, that's probably what he thought it was. But we never, like, even when we was on the phone before we joined that group chat, it was never like, hey, best friend, like, nothing like that. So he introduced me as his best friend, and I just went along with it because I don't want people to do too much. Like, people do way too much, and I already don't like group chats because I'm traumatized. So, yeah, so we just started. I just was in a group chat laughing the whole time, and when she would say something funny, I would just laugh because, like I told you, I have a potty mouth, and when I use it, that's it. I'm probably not gonna stop using it after that. So yeah, so that's how I got back into the best friend thing. And we was talking every day on the phone every day. And then the girl, she was just crazy. So he had broke it off with her. And then like a couple months later, I would say like November, which through the time like September, October, November, through the 2 months, he was good. Like, we was great. And so no bad blood, no nothing. Like, we was good. He went out the state for his birthday. I was on the phone with him the whole time, except for when he was on the plane, because you can't be on the phone while you're on the plane. But when he got off the plane, he called me. We was on the phone like all the time. Like, we was never not on the phone. And so then he had got a girlfriend in November. I had to find out by myself. Nobody told me, oh, he got a girlfriend, this, that, and the third. I had to find out. When I found out, then I told our mutual friend, I'm trying not to say the names, I'm sorry. I told our mutual friend, I was like, such and such got a girlfriend. He was like, yeah, you didn't know that? I'm like, okay. So I see how it is. Like, we just not telling nobody nothing. So I found out he had a girlfriend, and then I asked him about it, and then he told me everything about her. Okay, cool. They go to the same school and everything. So she just started doing things that she wasn't supposed to be doing. Like, she was very mean, and I don't play that. Like, I don't know, I'm sensitive, but I don't like when people play with my friends. Like, when people are mean or aggressive or not trying to show my friends no attention, I don't like that. Especially when you're in a relationship with them. She felt like she was too good for him. That's what she felt like. She was bored. I'm already knowing that she was bored, but she felt like she was too good for him. And I was telling him, when he first told me like about a situation that they had, I didn't like her after that. Like, the situation was just weird. So I didn't like her after that. I was like, I don't trust her. I was like, but you do you. So they were still talking. And then he told me another situation that was happening with them. And I was like, no, you got to cut that off. So then his friend told him the same thing. He like, she don't do this. She don't do that. She's embarrassing you. This, that, and the third. And then we all kept to agreement. And we helped him break up with her. So then after that, yeah, we helped him break up with her. After that, what happened after that? After that, they got back together, guys. I didn't even know. Like, he didn't tell me. So after they broke up, two days after that, he was on the phone with me. Like, not 2 days after that, but the 2 days, like, after the breakup, he was only on the phone with me and our mutual friend. So I didn't think that they was back together. Like, he was still sad, still barely talking. So I was just like, okay. So then our mutual friend told me that him and the girl was back together. And I was like, when did y'all get back together? He said the same day. So the same day y'all broke up, y'all got back together, and you didn't tell me nothing. I'm not a best friend. Like, I'm trying to tell you, I'm not a best friend, because if I was a best friend, that would be nothing to tell me. Oh, me and such got to get back together the same day that I broke up with her because she did this. Like, okay, cool, that's fine. But then you don't tell me nothing, and then I gotta find out from somebody else. No. So then I know y'all keep being like, why you keep stopping? I keep stopping it because having to edit it is too much. But yeah, so I just laughed about it, and he was like, are you mad? I was like, no, I'm not mad. I got to the point where I was just like, you do you, because she was walking over him. I didn't like that. So then what else happened? After that, a big situation went down in November. And with him and the girl. She did some foul stuff. And it's not my business to tell, but she did some foul stuff. And I said, you have to leave. Like, this is not, you have to leave. Like, his friend, he put me in a call with his friend. And his friend was like, told me the whole thing that happened. Mind you, my mom was in the room too. And he just sitting on the phone, his face in the screen. He was sitting on the phone with the most saddest face, bro, like. And I felt so bad. I was like, look at the way that she making you feel. And you keep letting her walk all over you. You keep giving her the benefit of the doubt. Stop doing it. So, then what happened? He finally cut her off, I guess. And then, December, I think is when I started liking him. And I was gonna tell him on Christmas, but then I was like, no, like, I couldn't do it. Like, I literally couldn't do it. I could barely do it when I did it, but I couldn't tell him on Christmas. But I couldn't tell if he liked me, and that's why I kept trying not to say anything. And I say that because I told my mom, I was like, I like him. And mind you, my parents know him because they have a history with him from when we was friends the first time. So then when we came back in contact, they were still cool with him. But I was just telling my mom, I was like, I don't know if he likes me, and I don't want to be rejected. I've never been rejected, like, ever. Like, I've told a boy that I liked him. Like, I've asked a boy to be my boyfriend before, and I didn't get rejected. And we lasted for, like, good 5 months, and then we broke up. So, I don't really ask boys to, well, I'll tell a boy that I like him, maybe, after he tell me that he liked me. Like, I wouldn't just tell him. So, yeah, I was being bold. Very bold, very demure. But I'm gonna be bold all 2025. But anyway, yeah, so I was gonna tell him on Christmas. I was telling my mom, I was like, I don't think that he likes me like that. She's like, why? And then I would tell her certain things that would happen, and she'd be like, okay, then don't tell him yet. But then later I'll be like, no, because I do think he liked me because he said this or he did this. Like, it was like a mixed signals. Like, I couldn't tell if he liked me for real or not. And then we get a couple days before the New Year's, and I had seen a video, and the video said me getting ready to send that New Year, New Us thing. Yeah, it said me getting ready to send that New Year, New Us text on New Year's. So I was like, oh, that's just my idea. And now I'm thinking about it. And we had went on, what's the New Year? New Year's Eve, we had went to Target. And I told my mom, I was like, I think I'm going to tell Keith I like him on the New Year's. But I'm going to send the text now, like, I don't know if y'all got this on your phone, but let me go to my first text. It's a send later right here. That's what I pressed. I pressed send later, and I typed in what I wanted to say. And I put it for 1 o'clock because he's an hour behind me. So it was 1 for me, but it's really 12 for him. So I told my mom, I was like, I think I should do that. She was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I was like, ooh. So I got hyped. So I did it. And then, I'm sorry, y'all probably like, you're not eating enough. I'm sorry. I don't want to lose track of what I have to say. So I did it. And I was like, I told my mom, I was like, should I just turn my phone off? So I'm going to read y'all the messages. I'm going to read y'all the messages because nobody can say I'm lying. Nobody. So, okay. Mind you, January 30th, my sister was upset because my brother wouldn't play with her. And I called him, and I was like, can you talk to Savannah because she said that my brother won't play with her? He was like, okay. Y'all, they talked for like about an hour or two. And she didn't even want to get off the phone with him. Like, he was doing things that I was like, bro, that's cute. Like, I like that. Like, little things like that. Like, I don't ask for nothing. Like, I don't ask for nothing. But the way that you have respect towards my siblings can mean so much to me. I promise you it can. So, okay. So, what's got Wednesday, which is New Year's, at 1 o'clock. Let me block out the name because I don't want y'all doing too much. But y'all see, at 1 o'clock, I said, New Year, new us. Question mark, question mark, question mark. And I put the little spotlight thing. He says, of course, with the tongue out emoji. And then he says, what's your resolution? Then I was saying to my mom, when he first sent the of course, I started laughing. Because I was so scared. Y'all don't understand. I was so I sent when he sent that, I was like, okay. But then he went right to the what's your resolution? And I was like, I told my mom, I was like, wait, I don't think he knows what I mean. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, do you think that he knows what I mean? She's like, yeah, wouldn't he? I was like, because he's a little slow. Like, I'm slow too, but he's slow. And I was like, no, I don't think he knows what I mean. So I was like, let me ask him. I said, do you know what I mean with a bunch of question marks? He said, no, what do you mean? I said, which part? Then he puts a question mark under the New Year, new us. I said, bro, I said New Year, new us, question mark, question mark, question mark. He said, I know, what does new us mean? And I was telling him, I was like, I'm just about to say forget it. She was like, no, put what you mean. So I gave her my phone and she typed what to say. And she said, I mean, it's the new year, a fresh start, a chance to try again, ... We should give us one more shot. I sent it with the invisible thing. Y'all know the invisible thing? The invisible message? That's what I sent it like. He said, hey, with the tongue out emoji. And I said, so is that a yes, laugh out loud? Crying emoji. He said, of course. I said, yay. He said, yay. So therefore, we were, okay, I didn't ask him to be my boyfriend. And he didn't ask me to be his girlfriend. So therefore, it's kind of like we was talking. But we're dating, so it don't even matter. So, like an hour later, or like 30 minutes later, he called me. And we was on the phone. We was on the phone, like, for the rest of the night, that night. And my sister, I told her, and she didn't believe me. So she was like, call him. And I was like, I don't know what he's doing. So then I told her, let me see. Yeah, I told her, I was like, where's the, okay, yeah. I told her, I was like, we're together. So she didn't believe me. So he called, and I answered her phone, and I put her face in the screen. She said, are you and Sky actually dating? And he said, yes. Okay. So, then what? Then I talked to him about how I was feeling when I was sending the message. And then we were just joking about it. He was like, no, because I didn't take that long to realize. He was like, it was like 5 minutes. And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, but it felt like forever for me because I don't usually do stuff like that. Like, that's not something I would just normally do. So then he was like, I don't know what he said after that. I'm not even gonna lie. So we slept on the phone. Mind you, the day before that, I made him sleep on the phone with me because I was like, you don't sleep on the phone with me no more. Like, when we came back in contact, he was always on the phone with me and always sleeping on the phone. I was like, you don't do that anymore. And he told me, what did he tell me? He was like, I just be wanting to listen to my music. So the day before 31st, I made him go to sleep on the phone with me. And then, let me see. So, at 2:44, which means it's 1:44 for him, he called me and we was on the phone for 9 hours and 19 minutes. Right? Actually, no. Pause. He called at 1:37, which was 12:37 for him. And we was on the phone for 44 minutes. That's when he was talking to my sister. And then I told him I have to go get in the shower. So I hung up on him. I called him back when I got out the shower. And we was on the phone for 9 hours and 19 minutes. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, yeah. I just can't, like, it don't click to me what, I don't know. Y'all gonna see. Hopefully I don't call an accident because I don't want to speak. So y'all see? 9 hours. Okay. Okay. So then what happened after that? After that, we was on the phone. We was good, like great, awesome. I was living a fairy tale princess movie. I promise you I was. It was great. Then on New Year's, my mom had to go to Apple to get her phone fixed because her phone was overheating and lagging. And she was like, no, this is the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. Y'all need to pull it together. We go to Apple. Mind y'all, I slept on the phone. We slept on the phone. We slept on the phone every time because we're together, kind of. Like, not kind of, but it's together because we're dating. So we slept on the phone, and every time I woke up, yeah, he said, "Good morning, how'd you sleep?" Every time. Then, we talked. I took care of my dog, and I told him, I was like, I'm gonna go get in the shower for like 5 minutes because I have to leave. He was like, okay. We stayed on the phone. I left my phone in the room. And the only person who was in the room with me was my sister because we sleep together. Like, we share a room. So she was in the room, but she was asleep. And then my mom came in the room and she was talking to my sister because she was getting ready to go to Apple. So once I got out the shower, we were still on the phone. I was in the car driving Apple on mute. We were still on the phone. Got to Apple, still on the phone. And we actually got to Apple earlier than my mom's appointment. So we walked around the outside mall, still on the phone, like we was never not on the phone. So then we got to went back to Apple, and it was really loud, noisy, of course, because a bunch of people who worked there, and there was a bunch of people in there talking to their friends, family, talking to the workers. So we was on the phone the whole time. Let me see. Yeah. We was on the phone. January 2nd. Wait, no. Right? Not that day. What day was New Year's? Wednesday? Was Wednesday New Year's? Wednesday. Okay, so we was on the phone for 3 hours and 42 minutes when I was at the outside mall. But then I had left. So we left the outside mall about 6, y'all. Like, we was at Apple forever. And if y'all watch my video, y'all seen that I was at Apple forever. And the whole time I was on the phone with him, except for, I think he hung up on me at like 4 or 5 something. And he was like, I'll call you back. And I was never home, so I wasn't bothered that he didn't call me back. So when I got home, I told him I was home, and he added me to the group chat with our mutual friend. And that was when I told our mutual friend that we was together, because he was trying to put me on. And I said no. He's like, so you got a man now? And I was like, you're in the car with him. And he was like, oh, for real? Da, 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 da. I was like, yeah. Mind you, he wanted us to date. But I was always telling him, like, no, I don't like him like that. And I don't think he likes me like that. But he always wanted us to date. He just told me he didn't want a third wheel. So, yeah. We was on the phone for a couple of hours. You know, when you in a group chat, they don't tell you how long you're on the phone for. Then, 1 o'clock, 1:03, was when I called him, which was January 2nd now, and we was on the phone for 15 hours. 15 hours and 46 minutes. And let me tell you, I would have been on the phone with him longer, but my dad kept calling me, and when I was trying to call on my iPad, it wasn't working. So I had to call him on my phone, and I told him, I was like, hold on, let me call you back. And he was like, okay. And I hung up on him, and I called my dad. Right? I called my dad. He didn't answer. So then I called him back. And I called my dad on my iPad on FaceTime audio. And I was like, my thing is not working. He was like, okay. So then he was asking me what I wanted to snack or something like that. He was asking me what I wanted to snack, and I told him, and then he just kept calling. So I had to keep switching him to my phone and to my iPad. So then I had to call him back. We was on the phone for 2 hours and 52 minutes. And then my dad still calling. Called him on my iPad. We was on the phone for a couple of seconds. Then my uncle called me. And I was like, I'm sorry, y'all, but I said, I don't think I want to answer my uncle. Because my uncle always asks me to call some people, and I just don't want to be on the phone with them. So I was like, I don't think I want to answer my uncle. He says to me, he says, call your uncle before he beats you. So I said, okay. I called my uncle. I put him on my iPad, and I called my uncle. Let me see. I don't have my call log thing. I only have it on here. So let me see. It doesn't say how long we was on the phone, but I did call him on my iPad. I transferred the call to my iPad. And I was on the phone with my uncle. The whole time I'm on the phone with my uncle, he's on the phone, he's listening, everything. My uncle was telling me that he upgraded my aunt's ring. And he upgraded her ring, and he was giving it to her. Their anniversary is on New Year's. So, which I forgot when I told this boy that I liked him. That my uncle's anniversary is on that day too. So, then I'm on from my uncle. He's on speaker on my iPad, just loud. Like, my uncle probably heard him, but he just didn't mention anything. So, when I get up on my sister, she was talking to my uncle, and I was talking to him, like, doing my nails. So then he told me he'll be back. He went to the bathroom, and he had hung up on me while he was in the bathroom, and but he was on mute. And I texted him, and I said, you okay? At 6:54, I said, you okay? I said, hold on, I was on, and then he said, oh, I was muted. I said, yeah, but it's fine. He hearted the message. Then, on the phone with my uncle the whole time. Mind y'all, my uncle told me my aunt was nowhere near the house. So when she got home, my uncle called me on FaceTime on my cousin's phone. And he showed the reaction of her getting the ring. After that, we were still on FaceTime. Not us, not me and him. Me and my uncle was still on FaceTime for a couple of minutes. And so then, my camera's dying. Then I had texted him at 8:35, and I said, are you done? No answer. No call, no text. So that is 4 hours. At 10:22. Yes?
Nothing. Go ahead.
At 10:22, he texts me, guys, and he says, look, honestly, I like you and all that, but I don't know. I feel like we should stay friends. Like, I've been thinking, and I don't want to mess up what we have, because what if some BS happened and we don't talk no more? I don't know. I just think we should stay friends. Why would BS happen? What BS would happen? I'm not doing jack. So what BS would happen? Like, and also, y'all, I barely have friends. I literally barely have friends. So literally every day I be looking forward to talking to him, because he was like my only friend. Like, if I'm being real, like, dead serious. So I didn't answer. He sent that at 10:22, and I responded at 10:33. And right when he sent that message, mind you, I had called the group chat. I called the group chat, and our mutual friend answered. And I didn't even get the chance to ask him, oh, are you playing a game with such and such? Because they play the game together. They're friends. And he was telling me to follow him. No, he was telling me to follow him on TikTok and to like all his videos. I was like, okay. I was like, send me your TikTok. So he sends it to me. I follow him. And literally right when his friend is talking, he sent the message, and I was just like, bro, what? Like, I just zoned out. And after that, his friend hung up because I just kept saying, bro, what? Like, I didn't even tell him what was happening, but he also didn't ask. So I hung up the group chat, and I called my dad. My mom was at work. If my mom wasn't at work, she would have been the first person I called. But my mom was at work, so I called my dad. And I was like, Daddy, guess what such and such just said to me? And he was like, what? And I read him the message. My dad says, you know what? I respect him, because my dad, the day before this, I'm sorry, y'all. The day before this, my dad, the night, my dad was, when we was in a group chat call, my dad was like, this is take 2. He was like, I don't ask for much. I just ask you to respect my daughter. That's it. He says, yes, sir. So we were still in a group chat, still good. Still went to sleep on the phone together. Still was up when we called. Cool. Okay, cool. So my dad talking, and I just started boo crying. Like, it was very unexpected. Like, I wasn't expecting that, but also I wasn't expecting it so quick, because we were great. Like, y'all, like, I don't know what else way to put it. Like, we were great. Like, there was nothing wrong, so I wouldn't see why the message was sent. So yeah, I just started crying. Like, as my dad is talking, I'm just crying, and as I'm crying, my sister comes in the room, and she was like, what's wrong? And I couldn't even speak to her. Like, I was just crying. My dad just talking, and then she started hugging me, still crying. Like, I couldn't say nothing. And my dad is like, he was like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, it was just, I don't know what happened. Like, oh my God. Like, we were literally good. That's why I don't understand. Like, it still doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I'm very confused, because if we're good, we're not having any problems, going to sleep on the phone, waking up on the phone, staying on the phone the whole time, laughing. Like, he was sending me couple videos and saying, when my girl this, when my girl that. Like, we was great. So I didn't see what was wrong. So then I sent a screenshot to my mom, and she tells me, she says, I would say, she sent me what to say. I'm not thinking negatively about our relationship. If something happens, we should be mature enough to talk it out. We're not the little kids we used to be. If it's beyond our control, we can split and still remain friends, but we should at least try. I'm thinking after that, he's gonna be like, okay. Like, I was thinking it was like a overthinking thing, because I overthink a lot, but I would never be like, oh, I don't want to be together because I'm overthinking. He said, I don't know, I'm just scared this just overwhelming. I said, I'm scared too, but I put that aside so it could work. What happened in one day? Y'all, I am traumatized from my last real relationship. Like, I got cheated on, but with multiple girls. The screenshots that the girls were sending me were disgusting, and I'm very traumatized. So when it comes to boys, I will do talking stages for like 4 or 5 months before I could let you be like, okay, ask me to be your girlfriend. Like, I just literally just can't do it. And I catch feelings very fast because my heart is very, very big. But I have very bad trust issues. And just like you scared, I'm scared too. But like I said, I put that aside so we can work. Like, I'm telling you, I was the one who told you that I liked you. You didn't have to tell me, Jack. And if I didn't do that, we would still be friends. So he said, it's been on my mind. I just been too scared to speak up. So the whole time we was on the phone for 15 hours, you didn't say Jack to me. He walked to the store on the phone with me. He was on the phone with me while he was watching rap battles, while he was sending me reels, TikToks, while he was talking to his brother. Like, there was no time that he was not on the phone with me. So then I say, well, actually, I've been replying late. Like, when he said, I don't know, I'm just scared, this is overwhelming, that was at 10:37. I said at 11:18 that then, when he said it's been in his mind, he just been too scared to speak up, that was at 11:20. Then at 11:56, y'all, I could not, mind y'all, I'm doing my nails. And as I'm doing my nails, I'm messing up. Like, I'm messing up big time because I can't focus. Like, after that message was sent, I couldn't focus on nothing. And mind you, I had asked him, I was like, should I do my nails? He was like, yeah. So when I was putting on the nails and stuff, I was on the phone with him. The only time I wasn't on the phone with him was the acrylic and the art. That is it. So then I said, so you've been thinking about it for 24 hours, even when we was on the phone. I sent that at 11:56. He didn't answer. So at 12:14, I sent question marks. At 12:16, he said, yeah. Then at 12:16, I responded and I said, okay, but what happened to make you feel that way? At 12:17, he says, I really don't know. It's just how I felt. So I liked the message and I was not going to say anything. But then I'm like, I'm just confused. I was like, get the clothes that you need. So I said, this is my last question and I'll leave it alone because I'm lost. Why did you agree to date if you were feeling that way? Question mark, like unsure and scared. He said, I don't know. It just might have been a spur of the moment. So, so you don't really like me. You just had this feeling in the moment. That's what you're telling me. Because I was saying you should have just left it at the, I like you and all that, but I'm just scared. Okay, cool. Leave it at that. But then you go and you tell me that it was just a feeling in the moment. So you don't really like me. You just like me in the moment because somebody told you that they liked you. So you just wasted my time. That's what you did. I did not answer. Like, I couldn't answer. Like, there was nothing that needed to be said. And he said that I sent that at 12:22 and he responded at 12:26. I didn't answer and I left it at that. Y'all, my feelings were so hurt. And my mom said, she said, it's okay to cry, but we're not gonna cry over boys. And I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't even like I was crying over him. I was crying because I was irritated and confused. Like, it happened so quick that you wouldn't think it would be happening. Like, it wasn't like well, I seen this coming. It wasn't none of that. Like, I was very shocked because I'm like, bro, like, we're good. Like, we're great. So what happened from the time all the times that we was on the phone to now that now you don't like me? But how you don't like me, but you sending me couple posts? Like, let me go to my Instagram and see. Because he honestly threw me all the way off. Like, all the way off. Okay. He said to me, he was sending me reels the whole day, but we're not going to talk about that. He says to me, let me find the video. Where's the video? This video says, ooh, don't get copyrighted. So this video says, when my girl trying to feed me food, but I look up and realize it's not Kaya. Let me. Okay. Then, what? Yeah, but he was sending me reels all day, like on the phone, cool, laughing, cool. What else? On TikTok, he was sending me videos too, but they weren't. I don't think there was a couple videos. Let me see. Yeah, it wasn't a couple videos. It was just funny videos. So we were still laughing on the phone. Okay, cool. So since I didn't have nobody to talk to, I was on live like every day after that. Let me see. And it was crazy too because he was still posting. He was still this, that, and the third. And you telling me that you want to be friends, but you don't say nothing to me the next day. Like, that junk is weird, but okay. So he was posting on his story, posting songs on his notes. And I was just getting irritated because it's like, you posting stuff, but you're not saying nothing to me. So okay, so I was on live, and every time I went live, he would join the live. Let me show y'all. Joined. Joined. Sorry. Yeah, every time I was on live, he joined. Joined on the backup account too, the spam account. Yesterday I went live. He joined the live, and this is where he made a mistake. Now I'm gonna have to stop the camera again because this is gonna get long. I think this close to the time when I said it, I'm about to see. Cause I said be bold, so that means I said it around here. No! Oh. How's she gonna eat her food? I was very into this show, by the way. Just by. I'm finna. I don't know what part it's at. Am I gonna say it? She's cheating on the other guy. No, I'm not gonna say it. Surprised the black guy who got the who can teleport. I mean, not teleport. Where is it at? That's her superpower. She can move things. He has super strength. The guy who punched the bag, he got super strength. The girl that I got mixed up with his girlfriend, she can move things. The guy... No, Sky, stop talking. It's be killing people. Where is it at? That's his self. It look old enough. I literally cannot find it. He can see his future, and you're gonna die, and you're his boo. Y'all might need to marry. trying to see how he got. I could have sworn. I could have sworn I said it before I left the room. Yeah, let me find it and I'll be back. Guys, I think I found it. Well, not this part, but I think I found it. Cause I said, am I messy? So I'm guessing he got like some type of super strength or something. Cause right when he first said thing, his eyes started glowing orange, and then yeah. Did I say right here? Did I say it right here? I don't know, yeah. I know that's right. Clock that. Oh, I said it right here. Because I was side-eyeing. Clock that. Am I going to say it? Scott, say it. I think I was debating. Did I say it right here? Did I not say it right here? I don't know when I said it, guys, but what I said, basically, I'm still looking for it, but basically what I said was, not the boy or not the person who told me that he wants to be friends, but didn't talk to me the whole next day. That's exactly what I said. And I wish I could find it, but I literally can't. I literally don't see it, and I really feel some type of way because but anyway, yeah, that's what happened, and he made a mistake saying something in there because usually he would just join it, but saying something is not, you don't want to do that. My camera is dying, guys. Let me plug y'all in. Hopefully I don't die. That would be rude. But yeah, that's what I said. And I kept side-eyeing, which I thought I was at the part I was supposed to be at. But I kept side-eyeing, and then I said, not one person who told me that he wanted to da-da-da-da and talk to me the whole next day. And then, y'all know what he did? He left. Left with the quickness. Didn't say jack. And still haven't called or text to say anything to me. This is when he made the mistake. So I went live. And I joined the live. He didn't join the live right away like usual. He joined like when I was like 2 minutes in. I'm on live. And the strawberries look really good. I said, so he joined up my live. It's raining. He didn't do nothing at first. Then he says boo in the comments. Let me show y'all the screenshot real quick. He says boo. Boo. That's where you made the mistake right there. Because you should have never did that. So let me see if I can find when I said it. I look like my dad. Where is it at? You're his mom. Ooh. God, I'm gonna get my bases colored. I think this is what I was about to say. Just leave it. He's clearly on it. Is this what I was about to say or not? This is not what I was about to say. When is it? Hold on, let me find it. Okay. I'ma just watch it because I don't know, but I did say that to him and he left, y'all. He left, he didn't say nothing to me. And mind y'all, a couple days before that, he had called me. Well, like 2 days before that or a day before that, he had called me and he was like, he called me and he didn't say anything to me. Actually, no, wait. Stop, Sky. He called me and I didn't answer. And the reason I didn't answer is because I went outside to take my dog out, but he only called one time. And he was in my do not disturb, but I took him out my do not disturb. So, therefore, you have to call twice to get through me. If you are in my do not disturb, you only have to call twice. You only have to call one time. But if you aren't in my do not disturb, you have to call twice. And he called one time, and I didn't answer. When I got back in the house, I seen that he called. And he had texted me, and he said, my bad, I didn't mean to call. But I know good and well I'm not the last person in your call log. But whatever helps you sleep at night because I didn't answer the phone, then okay. But you can't tell me that you want to be friends and then not talk to me the whole days after that. That sounds crazy, but that's a story time, y'all. That's a story time. It's annoying. It's really annoying. I personally feel like you're wasting my time. If you're watching this video, I feel like you're wasting my time. Like, nobody, y'all probably don't think that it's that important, but it really is. Especially because he knows what we've been through. So, I don't know. But if you was feeling that way, that's something that you then should have said. You don't wait last minute till we're actually dating to be like, oh, well, I don't think I like you like that. And it was just something in the moment. Like, I was okay when he said, I think we should just stay friends because I'm scared. But then when you tell me that it was just in a moment, but yeah, y'all, that's what happened, and I personally feel like he wasted my time. It hurt my feelings. I'm looking down my phone because I'm trying to wait till I say it so I can start the video. But I'll come back when I actually say it, guys. Okay, guys, let me turn this lighting back up. Okay, so guys, I looked and I looked and I looked. I watched this whole live. This live was about an hour long, and I cannot find it. Mind you, I thought, like, I don't know. But yeah, I did say, not the person, I don't think I said the boy, I said not the person who told me that he wanted to be friends, but didn't talk to me the whole next day, but was posting on his story. That's what I said. I was throwing shots. And after that, he left, like, with the quickness, like, very fast. And after that, what happened after that? Then after that, I stayed on live. Then I left. But still, I haven't got no text, no nothing. So, yeah, this is the end of the video. I ate most of all my fries. And most of my Impossible Whopper. But I hope y'all like this story time video. And I hope y'all missed me. I hope y'all missed me. But yeah, I can't find it. But that is what I said. And I was on live. And my mom was telling me, like, be bold. Beware, be bold. So I had to pull a Rakai, you know. But yeah, I hope I like this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. I love y'all so much.